So we get this question probably weekly via our associates getting it from their sellers. And now let me give you some context here. So we have an associate community. We call them associates. They're students just like you that want to be more aggressive with their deals and want to have us in the trenches with them doing the deals. Smart decision, frankly, because you're not reinventing the wheel. Success leaves clues. There's a subgroup of the highest level group we have, which is High Six Associates. There's a little niche group within that. Out of about 24 of them, 10 or 12 of them voice text me every night. Voice text me, not text. And that is because I want to hear their tonality. I want to hear their attitude. I want to hear their energy. If they had a shitty day, a great day. And then that gives me the opportunity to not only find out where their metrics are, that's one of the things they report, but also if they have any questions from the day or a live call. And last week, one of them voice texted me their metrics for the day. I had this many dials, this many contacts. Here's my wins, here's my challenges. And by the way, here's what a seller asked me. And it's going to be a question you get because the market's turning. When you hear the question, you're going to go, yeah, that's probably a good question in this market as things change. The seller said to him, how are you going to sell my home if my realtor couldn't? Very good question, right? Because all they know is, well, what do you mean? It didn't get sold when I was on the market. There's a bunch of different answers here, but let me just set this up a little bit more. It's not really how can you sell my home, right? I explained this first and foremost to the associate because I don't want to ever have a seller perceiving us as realtors. We're not performing a service. It's really what they're indirectly asking is, how can you buy my home and then sell it, if I know that's how you guys are exiting my home, if you're not realtors? Well, because we're buying, we shouldn't even get into that conversation. But let's go to this question. Our buyers, here's the biggest answer. Our buyers in the terms niche buy opportunity first. Opportunity is above the home. The home is secondary. What's the opportunity? So I can define this for you. Home ownership. So many of our buyers think they can't get home ownership. I can give you story after story after story where they go, oh, I had given up hope. My credit was in the toilet. Or after my divorce, I couldn't even get back on the bandwagon with my job, so my credit went, there's all kinds of reasons. So home ownership is the opportunity. Improved credit is the opportunity. Or if you're an entrepreneur or you know people who are entrepreneurs moving into the self-employed space, the opportunity is us getting them seasoned time to get qualified for mortgage, which takes a couple of years. These are all opportunities that they need. The home is secondary. That's why many of the homes that can't sell, this particular one, by the way, overlooked a mobile home park and was on a corner lot of a busy street. And we said, yep, no problem. Our buyers won't worry about that. Will the conventional buyer that has 800 credit and get a loan tomorrow or pay cash worry about that? Maybe. Ours won't because they're buying opportunity. They get to that opportunity and enjoy the home all while they're making that path to mortgage readiness. I'll give you a quick example and I'll wrap up because I think I gave you a few. When I bought a home in a particular neighborhood back in the 90s when I wanted my kids to have a certain school system, strictly why we were moving there. But we looked around and said, whoa, the neighborhood that we want, the school district that we want, these homes are expensive. So I ended up getting a home that was on a cul-de-sac plus, but across the street was a highway. Not only was it a highway, but it was up a hill in front of my house. So in other words, the trucks would get on it when they were coming up that hill. We heard everything. After about 6 months, that kind of goes away. You get used to it. But I used to tell people that say, why'd you buy that? I bought it because the opportunity was to get in the school system. The rest of that goes away, so the highway became an ocean for the right buyer, and I was the right buyer. That's it. So keep in mind, when things are expired, I don't want you to panic when a seller asks you that, but I also don't want you to think, well, that was expired listing, and that was on the market 16 times. I'll never sell. No, you'll sell it on terms because our buyers are different, and we'll show you how to get that done. By the way, if you want to learn more about this stuff and just kind of camp out and hear these type of questions live, go to smartrealestatecoach.com/events. Not only are our main events in there, but every week we run a free event for 50 minutes, 50. It's something every single one of you could and should put in your calendar. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday, the Wicked Smart Sit Down on Zoom. We'll see you there.